Hi, this is India. On today's episode, I want to talk to you guys about something that I found really interesting. Um, and I hope maybe it can help you guys as well. So, yesterday, when I was meditating, I got a very powerful download. And all I could see was a blank canvas, right? So, as I'm coming out of the meditation, I just keep thinking about it. A blank canvas. Like if I was handed a blank canvas, what would I create with it, right? How would I rewrite my life? What would I change? What would remain the same? So I went and I grabbed a blank piece of paper and I started writing down exactly what it is that I would want to see here in my reality, right? What I would like to see on my blank canvas. And then I hear God speak to me, and He tells me, what if I tell you it's already done? At that moment, I got so emotional because the more and more I come on here, the more and more you guys are going to understand my story, and you will understand the things that I've had to face and what brought me to the place that I'm at now. And honestly, it was far from easy. Um, I have literally lost everything. I'm talking about relationships, friends, family, everything. Everything in my life has changed. I'm not that same person I was a year ago. And it was all because I got to a point where I had no choice and I surrendered my life to God. I could not continue to do it on my own. I just couldn't. I couldn't go one more day on my own. So I surrendered my life to God. And I will tell you what my life has become now. I'm unrecognizable. Like every part of who I used to be no longer exists. Just like a snake sheds its skin, I shed every single part of me that just no longer serves me. Now I am fully aware of who I am. Now I'm fully aware of what I deserve. Now I'm fully standing in my power, in my authenticity. I have boundaries, and I do everything from a place of peace. And I remain in light and love. Like, don't get me wrong, someone crosses me. I still have fire within, but I handle things so differently now. Things that used to get under my skin before don't even get my attention now. I know my worth and I know my purpose and I know where I belong. I have this thing called balance now. I didn't have that before. I was kind of scattered all over the place. God brought me to a place where He literally took me apart and put me back together. There's no other way to say it. But I'm grateful because I finally understand how powerful I've always been. Now I understand my purpose here. Now I understand why things had to happen a certain way. And the beauty of it is I have no anger, no resentment, no hate, no jealousy, no envy. I don't have any of that anywhere in my whole being. Not mentally, physically, spiritually. I don't have time for that. I don't have space for that. So now that I'm in a place where I've been in isolation for months, literally just working on me, and God has shown me time and time again who is who and what had to go. And, I've been through the purging, the dark night of the soul. I've been through the tears, the sleepless nights, the spiritual warfare. I mean, I have been through it. But where I am today is so beautiful. I have this peace that no matter what is happening, it can't be taken from me. Time and time again, people have tried to diminish me, to take my peace, to dim my light. And back then I was weak, so I would allow it. Now, that person no longer exists. Now I know it is necessary to put myself first. Now I understand I am worthy. I'm worthy of happiness. I'm worthy of true love. I'm worthy of that peace. And it's rightfully mine because I put in that work. I did this all by myself. I have healed wounds that I forgot were there. That's how deep I went. And I did it all on my own. All with me and God. That's it. That's all I had. And because I'm standing on the other side of that, I know my worth. I know my power. So now those boundaries are in place, and that's rightfully so. I earned that. I brought myself up from places that were dark. So many people wanted to see me just fail. So many people wanted me to just stay stuck where I was. And that was never an option. That was never an option for me. I've never been weak. And if that wasn't an option when I didn't know my purpose, imagine now that I've overcome all those obstacles, all those things that were meant to stop me, block me, destroy me. I overcame them. Not once, not twice, multiple times. I've been backstabbed, I've been betrayed, I've been beaten, I've been gone up against in every aspect of life. I've been laughed at, I've been mocked, I've been, what haven't I been? And honestly, each and every single person that came up against me, it was with the intent of showing me, of reminding me who I truly am, of reminding me of my strength, of reminding me how resilient I truly am, reminding me how powerful I am, how unstoppable I am, and how protected I am by the Most High. When they say, it says in the Bible, no weapon formed against me shall prosper, believe me, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. I have overcome obstacles that were sent to destroy me, and I'm standing here. And like I said, I did this all on my own. No therapy, no medication, nothing but me, God, and my Bible. We got through this. So it feels good. It feels really good to finally have this freedom that I've never, ever in my life experienced. I was always attached to something or someone. I never had freedom like I have it now. And it's beautiful. It is so beautiful. So much gratitude for everything I have. And what's crazy is that before, obviously, financially, materialistically, I used to have more, right? But when I say God stripped me, He took it all away. And now what I have is more than enough. It's what I need. And I'm grateful for it. That's why God put in me that blank canvas, because it's time for me to reap my rewards. It's time for me to finally get what God has promised me. It's time for me to finally receive my inheritance, rightfully so. I put in that work. I have overcome, and I'm still standing 10 toes down. It's my time. My time is now. So on my canvas, I wrote such beautiful things, things that, even some desires that I've had from such a young age. I wrote how I see my future, places I would love to travel, accomplishments I want to achieve within the next few years, things I'm grateful for, things I want to keep, which are funny because none of them are material. What I want to keep is my peace, my light, my strength, my love, my health, my resilience. It amazes me when I sit here and I look back at this. Wow. I'm not who I was a year ago. Not at all. One of my favorite Bible verses or scriptures is 1 Corinthians 13. It's means a lot to me. 1 Corinthians 13, because it brought me to a place where I understood it all comes back to that peace, light, but mainly that love. Love for yourself is so important throughout this journey. So many of us fail to understand that. And so many of us, even myself, I did this for a long time. I used to feel like putting myself first was selfish, when in fact, it's necessary. It is necessary to put yourself first. Make yourself a priority, because if you're not okay, anything that you interact with, anything you do is not going to be your best, right? None of your relationships are going to benefit if you're not okay. Not your children, not your spouse, not your job, not your career, not finances, not anything. And definitely not your well being, not your health. So it is necessary that you put yourself first. It is necessary that you take some time out throughout your day, reflect, and take 5 minutes and sit with God and just talk to Him. Let Him know your wants, needs, desires, or even just thank Him, you know? But having that self worth is necessary in this journey. And that's one thing that that verse showed me, like, it's not only about love for others, it's about love for yourself, right? And when you find that, it's easy to it'll reflect into each and everything around you, each and everything you come in contact with, each and everything you do is going to reflect. When you do things out of the heart space, it's completely different. It changes everything. It changes the relationships with your family, your children, your spouse, your coworkers. It changes how you view everything. So it's really important. Love is the most important. Love endures all things, and I believe that. So why don't you take a blank piece of paper and write at the top, my blank canvas, and write down each and every single thing you want. Write it down in detail. Write down what it is that you expect from yourself, how it makes you feel, any feelings you may have. But let it be big. Let it be bigger than anything you can imagine, right? And just believe in it. Believe in yourself. And little by little, just work on it. What's most important to you? How do you see yourself? How do you see your life? What would you change? Where would you live? What car would you drive? Where would you want to travel? What would you want to accomplish? Who would you want with you? Who would you want to meet? Write it all down and then come back and tell me about it. I would love to hear. So that is it for now. I just really wanted to share this with you guys. It was powerful for me, and I hope it's the same for you. I would love to hear your feedback. So please share, okay? All right. Take care and stay blessed. Bye.